Okay, and this is part 2 of the review lesson. We've cropped it and resized it. Now we're going to use the stamp tool. Maybe we can put a copyright in there. So I'm going to zoom in, press Z or click right here, and I'm going to zoom in. And let's say we wanted to put a copyright right at the bottom. Maybe, let me move this up. What if I wanted to add a copyright right here? So if I go to my stamp tool, which is right here, I can hold this down and go to custom shape tool. Once I do that, on your formatting toolbar, you can click right here and you can see a bunch of stamps. If you don't see a lot of stamps, you can click right here and go to all. Okay, that'll bring all of these stamps up, or you can select a specific subset. It's up to you. I'm going to choose the copyright logo right here. I can change the color, and it's already black and white, so it's not, I don't want to change, throw that off, so maybe I'll make it a little dark gray. Click OK, and I'm going to make copyright logo down there, and I can use my move tool and I can move it. Control Z. I want to make sure I am on the stamp tool right here, and then I can move it. That is not letting me move it. There it is. Sometimes it's a little hard to move because it's so small. So what I did is I just turned the eyes off, and I could move it. I don't really like it there. Just want to move it down just a hair, like so. And you can always change the opacity. The opacity is at 37 for that. If I change it to 100, you can see that it's really dark. If you want it kind of like translucent or somewhat transparent, you can, I'll do something like that. So make sure I'm on the layers, the correct layer, and change the opacity. And then I can click on my text tool right here. I can choose the font color. It's going to be way too big, so I'm going to make this smaller, and still way too big because I made it 800. So I'm going to put Todd and use the move tool, drag it over. That's still a little small, so I might click back here on the text tool and let me click out of that. Click back on the text tool. I want to probably be on the Todd layer, and I can simply highlight it again and make it bigger. Alright, so maybe I wanted 9. 10 will look alright. Maybe change the font. Alright, and from here, click on the move tool, move it. And once again, you can change the opacity of that too if you want it kind of faded, something like that. Right? And then I'm going to save it simply as a working copy. File, save as, save it in your whatever folder you have it designated for, rename it, and save it as a Photoshop. So this is our working copy. We always like to save it as a working copy because it saves all our layers. Click save. Okay. Well, that's not letting me save it. I got to rename it as something else. Save as review. And once I save it, I'm going to save another one as a JPEG. This is if I wanted to put it on the